They asked me, Dawn asked me, what can we do? And there are a lot of different things that we can do right now. We've got a really exciting event. It's the first time that I've ever heard of this happening. On February 2nd, which is the projected date of the State of the Union address, there is, to my knowledge, the first ever People's State of the Union address being given in Washington, D.C. on the heels of the President's State of the Union address. That is about 8 or 10 different Tea Party groups and conservative groups from around this country. Tim Phillips from AFP and several folks from Freedom Works and Tea Party Patriots, Jenny Beth Martin, and groups from all over will be standing there on a platform on behalf of 15 million of us that are represented by those groups, saying, this is what the voice of the people says. We're out in it every day, and you seem to be too far removed to understand what it's all about. So let us tell you what the State of the Union is. And you can register for that. That's a free one. It's at tvtownhall.com. So register for that for free and show the support. We're providing a citizen journalism news network that will hopefully launch in the next couple of months, which we'll be able to bypass the gatekeepers in traditional media to get real stories out there that are happening on the local level. And that's a free platform. So help us out by signing up for that. Herman Cain will be moderating that. The other thing that is critical is that the primaries are just around the corner. And in a lot of these swing districts where we have wayward souls, whether they be Republican and pretty much exclusively Democrat, on the Democrat side, we have to target these districts. We as Tea Party activists are a vetting arm for conservative candidates that believe in the principles that we hold dear. And we need to be watching out in our communities for who are those candidates that believe in the things that we believe in. And we need to promote them. And we need to get them in place during the primaries, because that is where it is the most critical. If I have a swing state and I wait till the general election and the incumbent is all I have because all that showed up were the people that recognize their name and I've got more of the same, I have only myself to blame at that point. The primaries are critical. Don't let them distract you by saying just focus on the general election, throw the rest out. There are a lot of districts where we have to focus on the primaries. And if that's not here in Georgia, because we have a lot of very conservative congressmen right now, especially on the House side, that may be somewhere else. That may be Scott Brown in Massachusetts. Throw your support where it is needed most. The 4 percentage points that we heard about just last night, the Boston Herald put that out. They don't know what to do with themselves right now in the Democratic Party. They don't know what just hit them. They can't throw enough money to fix this thing. They can't seem to do anything to turn this around at this point, and it might very well be the upset. And if you take a seat in the hallowed grounds of Senator Ted Kennedy for conservatives by a man who dares to say, I will stomp all over his legacy if it means a health care that will socialize my nation, you've got what we need. The kind of man that believes what we believe. We've got a lot of things going on this year. We've got a lot of tea parties I know that we'll all be involved in. If you have not taken the Next Step training seminar, which I know several people who've spoken here today have been involved in, please sign up for that. Shoot me an email. You can go to americansforprosperity.org/Georgia. Literally, this is grassroots training on how to do what we need to do to be effective and really take the country back to where our founders envisioned it being. Thank you again for coming out. Thank you again for having me.